In today's video, we're going to be talking about...
Hey, Hannah.
What?
I got a problem.
What?
This is serious. The cat fell in the laundry machine.
What are you doing here? How could it fall in the laundry machine? The door opens this way. Also, I'm filming.
Oh, cool. This is fun.
Why are you wearing that sign?
Well, I thought I'd be supportive of your show, because I know you've been working really hard at this YouTube thing.
I have.
It's homemade.
I can tell.
It's really cool. So I thought I would make a sign and just kind of wear it around the neighborhood. You know, because of this whole quarantine thing, we can't really go out and do much. So, yeah.
You had some time on your hands.
People are really reacting to this well. I'm getting a lot of questions.
Your sign looks very homemade.
It's got tape on it. It actually sticks quite well, except for in the rain. It kind of gets a little soggy.
Would you like me to interview you for my channel?
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, definitely. Let's do this.
So I feel like as a female, I get asked questions all the time about being child-free. But I feel like males kind of get off the hook a little bit. They don't get asked the same questions that we get asked. So today, I'm going to ask you the questions that I get asked all the time. Oh, because you've never actually been on my channel before, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Michael, and I know there's been some debate about this. Like, a lot of people have written in asking if she actually has a husband.
Just a couple people.
And I am her husband. There was some kind of conspiracy theories about this, that we weren't actually married. And I think part of it is because, look, we don't have rings on.
Wrong hand. It's this one.
I always get that wrong. Okay, sorry. I've never been married before. It's up to you. So this is the first time, you know?
Oh, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Hannah, the wife without kids. This channel is all about offering a supportive and non-judgmental community for those who have made the choice to not have children. The very first question is, do you want children?
No, I don't think I do. That sounded really sure. You know, honestly, I could go either way. I could have kids and I could not have kids. I think it would be kind of hard to have kids now because I'm so used to life without kids. Yeah, I'd say I'm totally fine without having kids.
So that naturally leads to the question, you must dislike or hate children.
No, I don't hate children at all. We actually have a room in our house that's like dedicated to the kids that come over. And most of the time that's going to be my nieces or nephews. I have these 3 nieces that literally grew up with us. Mm-hmm. And they were here like all the time, like almost every week. And I had so much fun with them. So I actually felt like I got to be kind of like a quasi-parent. I don't know if that's like a scientific term. And like spoiled them rotten, took them places, did lots of things. So I actually kind of scratched that itch, I guess, if I had a parenting itch. I don't hate kids, in case you're wondering.
So have you...
What's that, a bird?
Have you ever been in a situation at work when someone has come up to you and asked you why you don't have kids?
No, actually that's never happened. You know, I'm a man, so people just don't ask that question.
Lucky.
The closest thing that's happened is, I think, like some people that I grew up with when I was really young, and they saw me like decades later. Boy, that ages me. But they totally like came up to me and they're like, what? You don't have, you're married and you don't have children? What's going on? So I think that was like maybe once, maybe twice that happened. And I just like, yeah, no, we never had kids. And like, oh, that's cool. And that was basically it. So
you didn't feel like people gave you a hard time for not having kids?
Nah.
It's kind of, the conversation just ended there. That was it.
Yeah, pretty much. They were kind of surprised because, you know, this guy's totally going to be a parent. And so I think they were shocked that I wasn't a parent, but then they just left it at that. And like, oh, okay, cool. That's fine.
So would you say that it is my fault that we don't have kids?
No, not at all. No, it was a joint decision. I'm actually quite happy not having kids because there's just so many things that I want to do in life. And there are certain things that you just couldn't do. Like you'd have to make big sacrifices. And it is a sacrifice. And I have to, you know, hand it to parents that do have kids that... there's a lot of sacrifice and love that goes into that. We just decided we wanted to try a different route in life, so here we are.
So I didn't trick you.
You didn't trick me.
You didn't trick me.
Oh, I might have tricked you. No, I didn't trick you.
You didn't trick me. Often when people ask me if I have kids and I say no, the next natural question that follows or the comment that's made is that it's very selfish for me to make the choice to not have kids. Do you think it's a selfish decision for an adult to choose not to have children?
No, I don't think it's selfish. Like, there's a lot of people that don't have children. There's a lot of people that don't get married. And I don't think that you should have to have children. There's a lot of people who had kids. They got married and they had kids. And then, for whatever reason, they've, you know, let those kids go. Like orphanages, right? Like, there's a lot of kids in orphanages. And I know a lot of those are single parents that, for whatever reason, you know, couldn't take care of the children perhaps. Or something happened, the parents died. So that makes up for a lot of that percentage, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But there's still some that literally like the parents take off or whatever, and they want to go do their thing. I think it's actually an opportunity where child-free couples can actually make an impact in other kids' lives. And that's what I think we've tried to do with people that we've come in contact with.
In our relationship, who brought up kids first? Like whether we were going to have them or not have them, who kind of brought up the discussion of kids first?
I would like to think I did, but I'm not sure. I actually don't remember. But I just remember having the conversation about it.
So if you want to find out who actually brought up the conversation, check out this video right up here and you'll find out who did. You might be wrong. You might be right. Why do you think it is that questions are typically directed towards the female when it comes to kids and not both people equally?
Yeah, that I do see that. That's for sure. And I think probably it's because women are typically associated with children more than men. And I think that's kind of like the traditional view, right?
They're the nurturer.
They're the nurturer. You know, they're the ones literally giving birth.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's typically more the woman that pushes to have kids more than the man. Like, I think the man's like, fine, great. Yeah, sure. I got a job. We can support it. And you're just thinking, you know, that seems to be the way our society and our culture has kind of gone for a long time is woman wants kids, man assists in making that happen, and then he goes off to work, which is a fantastic dream world for a lot of people. But it's not for everybody. There's all kinds of variety of people that want different things. Back in the Leave It to Beaver days is out there with the newspaper, smoking a cigar or something, right? Has no clue what's going on. Meanwhile, his wife is like, ah! That doesn't really apply today in a lot of sense. There's like a lot of different types of families. But I think there's still that stigma, right? That if a woman is married and she doesn't have kids, they're like, what's going on? Did something happen? It's like sometimes I'll literally be standing right beside Hannah and like somebody will come up and like, hey, how come you guys don't have kids yet? What's taking so long? And they'll like literally look at Hannah and I'm like, hi, I'm here too, just in case you're wondering.
And often it'll be a male that's asking. So the male isn't asking Michael, they're asking me. And I'm like, because I don't want them.
Yeah, and they're
and then,
really
of course,
shocked.
That is a whole other conversation that happens after that.
Yeah, I know. You've definitely got more questions than me. And that is interesting. And they're kind of like, you know, what's going on? You guys are taking your time. Honeymoon season is over. You should really start, you know, getting to work on that.
We're almost out of time.
The time is ticking. Or the clock is ticking, I guess, is what people say. Right?
Getting old. So in our relationship, whose choice was it to not have children? Yours or mine?
It was both of ours. Yeah, no, it wasn't just yours.
You can't put
I can't say that? Ah, nuts. Man, people get so offended about everything.
You're so not politically correct.
I'm not politically
This
correct.
is already a controversial topic.
It is.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
Whose choice was it in our relationship to not have children? Yours or mine?
You know, I would like to say mine, and that I put my foot down and said, no way, Jose, we are not having children. That's not what happened. It was a mutual decision. I respected her input, and then I compared it to my input, and it just happened to match, so I went along with it. No, I truly respect her opinion, and we both came to the agreement that, no, it's not something we want to do. You know what? I'm never going to rule it out. It could happen in the future, like maybe when I'm 90 years old, finally I'll say, you know what? I could really go for a kid now.
I'll be off the hook by then.
Possibly. Miracles of science do happen even today, so I wouldn't rule it out.
I would.
Yeah, okay. It was totally a mutual decision, and I think that's how it should be in any marriage. It shouldn't be just like one partner or the other getting their way, right?
Or relationship. Some people don't get
married. Or
married.
relationship. Some people don't get married. What happens when a couple has kids over that are not their own and they take care of them for a night? Does that mean that they are a parent too for one night?
It's called being an auntie and uncle.
Thank
you so much for being on my channel, Michael.
Okay.
On that note, I think we're going to wrap things up.
Got it.
If you guys enjoyed having him on the channel, go ahead, hit the thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see him back, or if not, because he can be a bit of a troublemaker sometimes.
This is why she didn't have children. I think it was because of me. Pretty sure.
Imagine a bunch of little Michaels.
I think I'm going to go fall into the washing machine right now. That's what I got to do. See you later.
Get out of here.
But, okay, I don't even know where I'm going with this.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Okay,
cut that out. Cut that out. Okay. So none of that when it comes to children, right? Can't say like that? Not right. Okay, got it. So I guess these are all stereotypes. I'm stereotyping right now. Men that are begging for children. I'm just trying to, like, project.
This is gonna. You're gonna be so loud, and I'm gonna be so quiet.
Thinking I may have, because I'm very talkative, Like, I'm usually the one that's like asking questions like that.
You don't really feel like that there is like an emptiness inside of you or like something that's missing because you don't have your own kids?
No, the only time I feel empty is if I skip a meal. I don't even fast. Like, this is natural. Literally, I can eat a large pizza and it does nothing to me. It just goes straight through.